who is the true winner of MPL Season 4?
Slow and steady right now. Slate and RSG. And the Cyclone pick would totally throw everything off, but I can see how it works. But Abstract, I know you hate the Cyclone. To the core.
I do not need to go into a 5 or 10 page essay about my
You can
dislike
write a
of the
thesis
Cyclops.
on the Cyclops.
A full-out thesis, but yes, of course, Cyclops
Baby
does
cakes,
have
baby
its
cakes,
pros
baby
and
cakes.
cons. In this very case, in this very occasion, his Planet's attack is important, right? Planet's attack is important in chasing down heroes, and all of these heroes from the side of RSGSG is very mobile, very agile, and Cyclops is pretty darn good in chasing them down. All of the Planet's attack will knock them out, but is it really gonna be enough, and will he be able to fulfill his role as a middle mage, the disruptor of all lanes?
Yes, and I think we have to see going into the game, ladies and gents, of course, Slate doing a wonderful start at the gold lane. On the other hand, Adamir still a little bit struggling against Diablo on this Benedetta. I think we'll be showing the emblems very soon, and I think, Abstract, you can take us away in terms of the emblem, but for now, it is going to be Baby Cakes once again. Oh my goodness, he's going to get bullied out of lane at this time round. Slate is pressuring on the gold lane a lot.
That is definitely not something that RSGSG would like. Playing as a Clint, you would want to have ultimate dominance and control. Put this Baby Cakes in a perfect game. But right now, that is not something that they can look at. That is not something that they are able to do. So for now, 2 minutes in, Turtle just blocked. RSGSG pop their
strike all the way in here. He gets deleted, and Slate would not be able to secure the turtle. RSG full control of the turtle pit.
The turtle immediately credited over to the side of RSGSG. A turtle soup for this night for themselves. And now the aggressiveness coming from RSGSG will be played out right here as Brave plunges himself right onto the purple buff, right in the face of JPL and Sayla. Sayla doesn't have a lot of mana to work with, but with the enhanced sword, Brave gets himself away pretty darn easily with not much of a problem. RSGSG continues with their regular routine.
Yeah, regular routine. That's what Slate is known for. RSG, on the other hand, has secured the turtle, thus putting themselves ahead in terms of that gold lead. What we need is JPL to get to level 4, and that's when Slate may have a fighting chance.
All of the teams coming in, and all of the members from the side of RSGSG, one side will want to play aggressively, the other side will want to play passively. Normally, when we are looking at the Benedetta, they would want to cut the waves as much as possible. But this is where I gotta have to say that I gotta give respects over to. That is going to be the Cyclops, because the Cyclops is constantly going to be in the middle lane. He is trying to anchor down due to the very fact that if Benedetta were to go in and try to go for the proxy, and of course, if the Roma is around, Cyclops will be able to make it in play pretty fast due to the Planet's attack. And let's not forget,
Adamir is in a bit of trouble. Diablo's already here. The ultimate will be used. Adamir now has to run for his life, charging it all the way. No, doesn't have. But Firefly coming at the right time. Adamir would not be able to survive.
a quick little pincer coming in from RSGSG. They all have got their ideas. And of course, communication going down, ensuring that whatever that it is, whoever is low in health must be taken down. Slate Sayla is currently at level 5. Slate's JPL is currently at level 4. Whenever we are looking at an Estes at level 4, you will be able to expect the Blessing on Moonlight Goddess will be popped anytime soon, and that is the peak performance of Estes, because no one in the team would have an answer to it unless they have a Baxia. In this case, you don't have a Baxia, you do not have the Dominance Eyes. As such, you have no answer to stop this healing potential that an Estes is capable of bringing through.
Okay, this time around, at least Slate does have the ultimate on the Estes. This time is for RSG to try to find the nice pickup right here. Lozi is trying to kick, but he's going to be here. He's going to be sitting down the final fight at the backside, slowing down the damage from the Asher, but he takes the turtle away from RSG, and now it's going to be Slate trying to push down the advantage that they've secured.
all of that fight, none of the players from the side of Slate and RSG were taken down. The only one that died, unfortunately, is going to be the Turtle. They all focused on the objectives. They do not want to bring in any casualties onto their own. They would want to be as cautious as possible. As whatever that happens from this point onwards, every single death is going to compound. Every single death that they make onto their side is going to lose gold. And you do not want to see that from yourself.
Yep.
Bray, up to the top lane, he wanted to go for the enhanced chain. It did connect.
It did connect, but Adamir dances around like a dancer, like a ballerina. But Slate, right now, they could not give as many mile over to RSG because you know RSG, they will take it and make their run for the money. Gold lead right now still around 2K. Remember, as long as Slate stays in around 2K, there is a chance.
This is a very different fight, and this is a very different way of motion and mobility coming from the side of RSGSG. Definitely not something that I am expecting, because RSGSG, the way they are playing right now is 2-1-2. They're putting a lot of emphasis on the EXP and the gold lanes alike, leaving the middle lane, leaving the Phaser to deal with the Cyclops in the middle lane. And that is why I don't understand what exactly is going on here. The introduction of Cyclops itself broken, the movements coming in from RSG, or rather, they have a own special plan to deal with this.
RSG right now detecting the flow of the map. Don't forget, Benedetta cutting waves. Pharsa could go from wing by wings, can fly from one place to another. And speaking of which, FMM, oh my goodness, JPL is right here to hit it all the way back up. But okay, Gear coming in for the flank will not be able to do anything as well as RSG take down the turret at the bottom lane.
In the meantime, up in the top lane, Benedetta is finding himself into a battle against Adamir.
But Sayla does have the ultimate, and Diablo cancels it out and gets out of the way like a boss.
That's why I do not like the Cyclops, guys. If you want to lock someone down, you want to lock him down right there, right now. Not a slow-moving projectile that eventually meet its very doom of an eye for an eye. Just completely cancel it out of the way.
Yeah, but the gold lead right now, Slate is still around there, but JBL is taking a bit of damage. Better Ezra going on in his deal, but Gear gets up in the sky. Great, Secure the tunnel for now, and Gear in a very awkward spot. He tries to swallow, but he will not be able to do. Baby King, think the forwards, and then one by one, the Slate will fall. Sailor FMN will go next, nowhere for him to run. Losey picks him up.
3 men down from the side of Slate, and the only 2 people left is going to be the Estes as well as the Esmeralda. Esmeralda moves himself over to the middle lanes, and the rest of the members from RSG pushes themselves down to the bottom. This way, most of the members from the side of RSG will be able to get themselves an economy return out of bringing 3-person down. That is compounding. They are just going to be increasing their wealth even more and more, increasing the margins between Slate and RSG in the economy.
5 kills in the pockets for RSGSG. Slate need to figure out something fast, because not only just the members are falling, the turrets, they're falling too.
All of RSG, they are just putting themselves right into the face of Slate, putting themselves in all of the brushes and cornering every single member of Slate. They would want to take control of the lower quadrants. They would want to even take control of the upper quadrants. They would want to keep Esmeralda out of the way. In the meantime, of course, we'll have Diablo create as much menace on the opposite side of the map where the main forces of RSGSG is.
RSG is splitting the map all apart. There's so many places that RSG has complete vision of. And once again, Slate find themselves in a 5-man death ball, but they can't find anyone to roll on top of, especially when there's 5k gold lead difference. Yes, the enhanced chains go in, but not be able to find anything for now.
Lanes are all pushed right up. Yep. Top, middle, and bottom lane. Bottom lane and top lane have lost all of their inner and out. Okay, sorry. Top lane still has their inner turret, while bottom lane has lost its inner turret already. Yep. Every single one of RSGSG's members, they are trying to play themselves out for the Lord. They're positioning themselves that way. They would want to maintain a pressure across the lanes in order to get a easy Lord.
Yeah, the Lord is definitely up. JPL wants to try and take this Lord away, because rest assured, give RSG this Lord, more structures from the side of Slate will be destroyed, especially in the mid part of the game. You can see Slate gearing it up already, trying to look for something to pick up. Baby Cakes is outputting enough damage. The Lord is already half HP. Firefly looking for a bush to try to stall all the way way in. Adamir charges all the way out. He has to dive in, but he dives in the wrong way. And Slate, they have to try to pull the trigger. Defender airstrike going all the way in. The Lord getting knocked all the way up. It is going to be Slate that loses gear first. That's great. They secure the Lord. And now RSG will be able to push it in.
A pause 5 for a pause 1, or rather in this case pause 2, sorry. While the Lord also is going to be recruited by the hands of RSG. Every single one of these waves are eventually just going to be marching right in. The Mega Creeps, as they slowly dawn upon Slate. All of the hardened pushes, heavy footsteps, as they also, we are gonna hear the machining of the ballistas going rampant onto the outer turret in the middle lane. It will be taken down effectively. Inner turret in the top lane will be taken down effectively as well. Most of the members of Slate, they would want to turtle up and ensure that the inner turret in the middle lane stays healthy.
RSG, I'm pretty sure that they would not allow Slate to turtle this up. They do have the high ground, they do have the siege unit, and Sailor, he gets knocked up into the sky. JPL tried to heal, but the damage has been there. RSG picks open the mid lane turret at the same time, but the Lord is marching down at the bottom side, and RSG will try to push it all the way in. Diablo, ultimate goes all the way in as well. Yeah, Desperately trying to tank, but not enough damage coming up from the side of Slate. RSG, they penetrate the bottom.
Inhibitor turret taken down. RSGSG have yet to receive the ultimate goal that they want, and that is to be bringing a barren wasteland over to the side of Slate. They still gonna have to bide their time and slowly take their time in order to get the results that they want. Not yet the final nail in the coffin, but as long as they take the time and just wait for the perfect opportunity, the opportunity will come.
Yeah, Bray is already at level 14, Napstrike. Slate, they are just literally giving RSG every single avenue. Top lane, mid lane, bottom lane is all. It's mid lane, bottom lane especially is already gone. Now Slate, this UBE experience is actually quite good, but I have not seen any good plays coming out just yet.
The problem is from the side of Slate is that they do not have a lot of control onto the jungle. They do have a soft support onto the side of JPL. As such, his usual way of opening up the map is pretty much going to be destroyed, or rather you can't see that happening in this game. It all boils down over to gear. How much experience does he have when it comes down to tanking for his team as the solo tank to really peel for his team? Because you wouldn't really want to see an Esmeralda being the sole one to really peel. He can come in as a sort of a backup. This time, Gear needs to be the one in front. He needs to be the one that really stands his ground. Alas, and albeit, yes, we had definitely seen that happening before, because Gear has Daedalus Welcome. Whenever he pushes off the Daedalus Welcome, he does have a lot of tankiness onto his side, and that is the time where Slate comes in and pushes RSG into a blender.
Yeah, speaking about the blender, I'm looking more of it on RSG. Firefly is starting to hurt. You saw what happened to Gear. He walks in, he gets busted down. Slate unable, JPL, the burst heal doesn't come in on time in order to heal it up. Now, the Luminous Law has spawned. Slate, they need to try to find a way in.
The way that Slate wants to play in terms of the win condition is a slow, steady death over to the side of RSG. Yes, they are running low on mana, but I'm pretty sure that Gear, all he needs to do is a single Daedalus Welcome and soak up all the hits, and all just gonna have to stomp onto his enemy.
But if you notice the bottom line, the concept play going in as well. Diablo coming in, FML, oh no! He gets delayed at the back line! Sailor will go next at the same time, but Gear, he takes the Lord down from RSG, and Slate tries to battle out for survival. It's just JPL, but there's 3 members on the side of RSG on him.
This Lord is going to be big for RSG. It could be the GG push that we're looking out for, but this might not really matter as much because the bottom lane inhibitor is gone. As such, the bottom lane will push all the way through.
Oh, no.
This is going to be Benedetta's job. He would want to clear out the wave as much as possible. Unfortunately, the time is of the essence. Slate's FMM, which is the first person down, will be back in the game.
Yes, the Lord has already been expended. Slate bought enough time, just a little bit about how long will they buy.
JPL's not here though.
Diablo, he's already here, but JPL's not up. RSG, they need to try to wrest the advantage right now. 5-on-5 using the Feather Airstrike will secure the top side turret for now.
Never mind. So one after another, RSG is slowly getting all the objectives that they want. And of course, Slate is slowly slipping all of these objectives in between of their palms and between their fingers. First the bottom lane, then the top lane. Up next is the middle lane. The middle lane inhibitor has already dropped to 50%. And unfortunately, that 50% will go down to 0 in 100 seconds if the Lord is recruited by RSG.
But as strategic, you look at the turrets from the side of RSG, they're all super healthy. I can't say the same for the side of Slade. Just one remaining Bastion. Those kicks Adamir right here. The damage coming off of Baby Case. The Chain Usher doesn't final fight with the red extra. Adamir, he gets deleted, and now it's just only 4 men. Ray continues, knocks up 2 members. Diablo coming in, will be able to kill Shayla at the same time. FMN trying to do up the revenge, but look at here, he will fall next. As Losing, it's just JPL, it's just JPL, and Slade will not be able to hold, and Slade wiped out.
And all of RSG, they march us in right on to the core. And we have the Raiders shouting for the JJ.
And ladies and gentlemen, RSG, they reign supreme in Season 4.